What's up guys, it's your girl Brianna aka Mini Miley, and today I am back with another hair tutorial. This time I'm going to be giving you guys some wedding hairstyle inspiration for naturally curly girls like myself. So I know that when you search wedding hairstyles, it can be pretty hard to find natural hairstyles for girls with really natural curly hair. So I got you guys covered. This style is pretty ethereal, it's nice and relaxed, it's not a super tight updo. It's one of those styles that you can literally take down after the occasion or the function and literally rock those beautiful curls for the rest of the week. So if you're interested in this look, which I am loving, I need to have a wedding soon so I can rock this hairstyle, then keep watching this video. And before you go, I also wanted to mention that this video is brought to you by All Things Hair. You know I've been working with them forever on the All Things Hair channel, but we have a few fun tutorials lined up for you this summer, so make sure you stay tuned for that and visit the allthingshair.com website so that you can get more tips, tricks, techniques, and hairstyles that you can rock. All right, let's get into this style, girl. To prep my hair for this style, I washed and conditioned it, and then I did 4 jumbo braids and let it air dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and blow dry my hair so that I can prep for my bantu knots. So I basically just undid my first braid, and now I'm brushing it out with my paddle brush, and it's already been detangled when I washed, so it's not too tangled. And then I'm just going through with my blow dryer, as you can see me doing here. So I'm really trying to grow my hair out now, and I'm really gentle during this process. I make sure that I brush my hair out from ends to roots and make sure that it's nice and smooth before I run my blow dryer through it. And I didn't need my hair bone straight for this, so I didn't go too hard with the blow dryer, but my hair is really nice and stretched out. So I'm going to repeat this process on the rest of my hair, and this is what it looks like when it's all blown out. It's getting pretty long. Okay, so I sectioned off my hair, and now I'm moving to the back, and I'm going to be using the Dove Curls Defining Mousse. I love this stuff. It's a really lightweight hair mousse, and it defines curls, leaving your hair beautifully bouncy and soft. And I'm just adding a really small amount to each section to do my bantu knots, and I'm just going to use this to set it in place. And this mousse isn't watery at all. It has a nice thick creamy consistency, which I really love, but it also didn't cause my hair to revert because I only used a small amount to make sure that my bantu knots were really set. Now I'm just twirling my hair around and then wrapping it into a bantu knot. And let's move to the front so I can show you this a couple more times. So as you can see, I just added that Dove Curls Defining Mousse, and I twirled my hair all around and then started wrapping it in a circle to form a bantu knot. This is kind of hard to explain, but yeah, as you can see, I'm just wrapping this around and around. And then I like to secure my bantu knots with a small rubber band. For me, they just never stay in place on their own, so I like to use a small rubber band to make sure that the ends are nice and tucked underneath so that I get a nice pretty curl at the end. So I repeated this throughout my entire head, and as you can see, all my bantu knots are complete here. And after doing this, I realized that I could have done my bantu knots a little bit larger. So depending on the size of the curl you want, you can do your bantu knots large or small. I really wanted nice bouncy curls, and this is the way that my curls came out, and it ended up working perfectly for this style. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start separating all of my little sections for my bantu knots so that this can be nice and fluffy. This does take a while, so be patient and just keep separating until you get the desired look. So I just wanted to show you guys how I get my rubber band now. I just use my scissors, or sometimes I just start unraveling the bantu knots and I take the rubber band out after I'm done. And yeah, I'm just going to continue separating all of these bantu knot sections, and I like to fluff out my hair as I go, so I'm using this wide tooth comb just to separate these curls. They kind of come out really tight and spirally, so I like to fluff it out a bit, and this is how it looks when it's done. And like I mentioned, I love that with this hairstyle, you can wear the curls down after the occasion. But to go ahead and create this style, we're just going to go ahead and section off this front part of our hair. And as you can see, I clipped the rest of my hair up, and now I'm just creating a large jumbo braid in this front section. It doesn't have to be neat at all. I'm just creating a nice large braid, and I'm pulling out little curls as I go to create this really effortless look that I mentioned. And now I'm just going to go in and fluff out the braid even more, pulling on little individual curls so that I get a nice messy look. Now I sectioned off pretty much the same size section on the other side of my head, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm just creating a big, large, messy braid and pulling out curls as I go. Once I'm finished with my two braids, I'm gonna pull them to the back of my head and pin them down. So I'm just pulling this braid all the way to the back and pinning it down using two pins, making sure that it's nice and secure. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. After I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that my hair is covering the pins and you can't really see what's going on underneath. And then when you go back to the front, it looks really nice and neat. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is start working on the back section, and I'm just doing a kind of roll and tuck motion with this back section of hair, and then I'm pinning it down. I just rolled the hair upwards, tucked it underneath, and pinned it into place. And this is what it looks like on this side, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. With this style, you can play with it and pull out as many curls as you like. I pulled out a couple to frame my face. I'm also just gonna slick down my edges and make sure that those are nice and neat and looking really smooth. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, but I do want my edges to look nice and neat, and that will make a huge difference, as you can see. So now I'm going to be using the Suave Professional's Moroccan Infusion Styling Oil, and I'm just going to be using this to give me a little bit of shine. This has a really ultralight formula, so it conditions your hair without weighing it down, and it just smooths out the cuticle so that you get long-lasting, silky, shiny hair, which is exactly what you want for any special occasion. I'm also going to twirl these curls around my finger just to add a little shine to those as well and get rid of any frizz. Now to finish off the look, I'm using the Tresemme Tray 2 Ultra Fine Mist Hairspray, and I love that this hairspray goes on dry, so there's no chance that my curls will revert, and most importantly, it gives me a natural hold and keeps my hair resistant to frizz and humidity so that this style will last all day. I'm gonna finish up this style with this really nice pin just to make it extra special, and this is how the look turned out. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it was easy to follow. It's pretty simple and it's something that you can kind of make your own, whatever you prefer. You're just gonna keep tweaking it until you get your final look. I also think that this style is perfect for any kind of formal occasion. It doesn't have to be a wedding, but those summer weddings that are coming up, this is a bomb idea. Don't forget to use the hashtag #AllThingsHair so that I could see if you recreate this style on your social media. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. So peace out, and I will see you in the next video.